Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Matchroom headquarters here in Brentwood, Essex, and thanks to Jamie and Darren. And yes, the tail is slightly between the legs after what was an incredible event in Saudi Arabia last weekend. Of course, yes, the 10-0 scoreline doesn't quite reflect the amount of incredible fights that took place in the 5v5, but what a night and what a time for boxing. What a schedule upcoming on DAZN. This weekend, there's no show. For all of you that want to see another laugh from me, you can see me in Soccer Aid on Sunday, which will be definitely a laugh. But then what a run coming up. Next week, we have our first ever event in Puerto Rico as the 140-pound king Subriel Matias fights Australia's Liam Paro in an unbelievable fight. Then we're back to Birmingham for a huge night of boxing. Tyler Denny against Felix Catch. Lewis Crocker against Conor Walker in a brilliant welterweight matchup. Shannon Ryan against Emma Dolan and Cameron Vong against Jordan Flynn. Straight back to Phoenix for Bam against Estrada. Sonny Edwards against Curiel. Ramla Ali challenges for the world title. And then, of course, the Copper Box. Johnny Fisher will take on Alen Babic before we go back to Philadelphia for Jerome Boots Ennis' huge homecoming. And then, of course, August 3rd in Los Angeles, that huge Riyadh season card with Israel Madrimov taking on Terence Crawford, Andy Ruiz, and so much more in Los Angeles. Such a great time for boxing, and so good to be back in the capital on July 6th. The big moment for Johnny Fisher, the biggest ticket seller in the country, will take on the savage Alen Babic. And although originally billed as a next-gen event, we're looking at around 7,000 or 8,000. Already more than half of those tickets gone already. It's a red-hot start between two tremendous heavyweights that have a big history here at the Matchroom HQ at Fight Camp. Both fought here, and of course, Alen Babic even proposed here as well. We'll be joined by those two after this first press conference. And so many great fighters, so many great young fighters as well, looking to make their mark in the capital, particularly a couple of our young starts who will box in London for the first time. Jimmy, let's start with you. Welcome. We know that you will be fighting a week before, of course, in Brentwood. You've got rid of all your tickets there, one of the biggest ticket sellers in the capital as well, but fighting in London on July 6th, great card to be a part of.
Yeah, of course. Like you said, I'm fighting the week before. It's not really ideal, but of course we'll get it done, and hopefully I can sell tickets for Stratford as well. Stratford is quite local. It's good to be in London. I haven't boxed there since my debut, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Tell me about the battle for tickets here, because Maisy said to me the other day, you've got obviously yourself, a lot of the Repton boys, you've got Giorgio, you've got Maisy, you've got Johnny, all battling for those Essex tickets. It's a tough market to crack.
Yeah, it is, of course, but I'm not really battling. As long as everyone comes out to Essex and London, support all of us, do you know what I mean? I'm not really saying, I've sold 5, I've sold more tickets than you, do you know what I mean? It's not a competition.
It is, actually.
Oh, it is, all right.
I want everyone to know it's a competition. Right, thank you.
Well, anyway, as long as everyone's coming out to support us in big numbers, I'm looking forward to it, do you know what I mean? As long as they're all cheering us on, that's what matters.
And that development as well, you saw, really important to box all around the country, and for you as well, internationally in Las Vegas, where you're out there. And you saw as well your stablemate, George Liddard, coming off that experience with a great performance. Expect to really show the benefits of that experience in these upcoming fights. Yeah,
me and George both had a great camp out in Las Vegas and LA. Yeah, it was a great experience leading forward, pushing on to my career, bigger fights now. Great experience, yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, look forward to plenty of support for you at the Copper Box. Laley, plenty of support for you as well. 4-0 now as a pro, but boxed, all over the place. A couple of times in Belfast and up north as well. Great experience, but must be over the moon to be boxing in the capital July 6th.
Yeah, definitely. I've been all over the place, like you said. Finally be able to box in Stratford, literally around the corner from me. So gonna have a lot of people there supporting, and I'm looking forward to it.
How do you analyse those first 4 fights, or how excitable you were on your professional debut? Calming down now, going through the rounds, good performance last time out. Starting to find your feet in the pro ranks?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm getting better each time. My debut didn't last long, but since my second fight and my third and fourth, I've been improving. I've been in the gym with Al and Eddie, so we're getting better each time.
Well, look forward to seeing number 5 at the Copper Box, Giorgio Visioli, who has been on fire. 3 fights, 3 KOs, another epic knockout for you recently in Leeds, and I know much closer to home this time around. Looking forward to fighting in London.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to boxing in London for the first time as a pro, get some fans over there, get some family, and looking to put another class performance on.
What's been the difference between you turning pro and the power that we're seeing from you? I was speaking to someone yesterday who knew you in the amateur spars with you, and they even said, I sparred with him the other day, I couldn't believe the power versus when he was an amateur? Obviously setting your feet a lot more, but looking like you're carrying devastating power. 3 blistering knockouts in your opening 3 fights. What's been the difference?
Yeah, obviously in the amateurs it's a faster pace, the feet always bouncing. Obviously in the pros you're settling down a little bit more. But also it's a lifestyle really, it's living good and training hard, doing a lot of strength conditioning and yeah, it's showing in the ring.
Seen that team as well, Sonny Edwards behind you. How's that shaping up for you? Pushing you hard, crazy man, but a great boxing brain as well and a big part of the team.
Yeah, it's great to have Sonny in my corner, big character as well, but he's wealth of knowledge, not been there and done it, but he's got to the world stage and yeah, it's great to have him in my corner, give me the advice.
Well, the blistering start from Giorgio Visioli continues, and a big fight for Maisy Rose Courtney. First title fight, Jasmina Zapatochna. A tough fight for you. You saw her in a brilliant fight against Shannon Ryan as well, but the moment has come for you, your first title, WBA International Flyweight title, and fighting close to home.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, it's been a bit of back and forth, you know, trying to be able to get a title fight that I want to be in with the big girls, and yeah, I'm happy to be fighting someone like Jasmine. She had a good fight against Shannon Ryan at the O2 on the Indigo, and yeah, I'm excited. You know what I mean?
For a lot of our young prospects, you see the levels step up when you're in against better opposition, fighters that are coming to win. We know that she fights this weekend, that's why she's not here this press conference, but she's going to come to win, doesn't take a step back, and we should see the best of you come July 6th.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I want. That's my fighting style. If someone's coming at me, it's like you got to hit me with a sledgehammer for me to go over. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I can't wait. I wanted to come at me full force. I wanted to come and try and take my head off. That's what I like. That's what I enjoy. And then that's when you see the best Maiseyrose.
And finally, you will move quickly at that point. WBA international title. Hopefully, we can get that Chloe Watson fight over the line in September, October if you come through July 6th, and then really have to be looking at a shot at the world title in 2025.
That's the plan, do you know what I mean? Jasmina, hopefully, I know I'm going to win that fight. Against Chloe Watson, in my heart, I know for a fact I'll beat Chloe Watson in September or whenever it will be. And then my dream comes true. I'll be able to win that world title, undisputed, and shoot for the stars, you know?
Well, first title fight for you, a cracking fight on July 6th for you. And this is a cracking fight as well. 2 very, very good young cruiserweights. John Hedges against Lewis Oakford takes a big step up for you, John, on July 6th. Lewis, I'll start with you. Welcome. Thanks for taking this fight. You know, we actually looked at a list of opponents for John Hedges, and Tom Dallas, our matchmaker, gave me the list, and he said, this is the best fight, this is the most dangerous fight, this is the gamest opponent. We just don't know whether he'll say yes. You said yes, and this is a brilliant fight between you two for the Southern Area title.
Oh yeah, definitely. First I want to say thanks for the opportunity, and also thanks to my manager Steve Goodwin for getting us over the line as well. Yeah, this is a big fight. So definitely a big step up, big stage, first TV fight for me. So yeah, I'm just looking to take full advantage of it really, and looking forward to it. It's going to be fireworks.
Looking forward to that opportunity. Obviously, boxing, you know, on those very good Steve Goodwin shows now. You know, you step up to the big moments. It'll be a TV fight. There'll be a huge crowd, around 7,000 at the Copper Box as well. Exactly what you've been working towards.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, you know, breaking out of the small hall and hopefully never looking back is what I plan to do. And this is obviously the first, you know, big fight for me to do that and prove what I can actually do on the big stage. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be a proper fight.
John, welcome. Time has come for you for the real fights. It was a good step up for you last time. Looked sensational. Now exactly what you've been after. First championship fight and doing it in London with plenty of support there as well.
Yeah, exactly, Ed. Like, look, we couldn't have had this no better to fight for my first title in London. It's around the corner for me, Stratford. It's not far at all. There's going to be a lot of people there, and it's time to shine. Do you know what I mean? This is when I first signed with yourself. I said to you, when I got on the title run, I want to keep things going. I had a great knockout last time out, and I expect to do the same again.
You've gone from really boy to man now. I know you're still growing and you're still developing as well, but early on we had to take it a little bit slowly with you because you were very young as well. Now you're mature in the game, and a good step up against an opponent who will be coming to win where we should see the best of you.
Exactly. As you've seen, look, as I've progressed on, the better the opponent, the better the performance has been. I come off a good amateur background where we was only fighting at a high level, so it suits me fighting a better opponent. And like I always said, this will be the stage where I shine and people are going to start knowing my name.
And finally, for our young prospects, how good is it to go through, you know, the traditional route of the British Commonwealth and European, but even peeling that back a little bit, the Southern Area Championship, you know, we saw Johnny Fisher fight for that title as well. So many great fighters from the capital have won that belt. and it's a great stepping stone to English and British honours.
Yeah, when you start at the southern area, look, especially having a real fight at the southern area, that's half of it. It puts you in great stead moving forward, and most of all, you're doing it the traditional route. It's the route what people like, especially the old English fans. So yeah, it's exciting, man, and yeah, let's bring this title on.
Good, well, cracking fight, Hedges against Oakford, and this is a tremendous fight. I just said to Reece Bellotti as he sat down, he's in a fight of the year contender every single time he fights. And this man, Levi Giles, is going to bring the absolute heat. The mandatory for the Commonwealth title, this one for the British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championships. Levi, I'll start with you as well. Old school fighter, we made the call, you know, and it was an immediate yes from you. Great opportunity. And if you've seen you fight before, I'm sure everyone's seen Reece fight. This is going to be absolute fireworks.
Yeah, firstly, I'm buzzing to be on this stage, a big stage again. We had that experience against Gomez for the English. I think a lot of people thought we won that fight, but we got straight back out. We got into another title fight, which we picked up a win. And we had a fight scheduled for July 13th. And Cal sent me a text and said, "Why, you've been offered Reece Bellotti for the British and Commonwealth?" And I just replied, "Yes, let's do it."
You've seen this guy fight. He's in war after war. The styles should gel perfectly for this fight. You believe you can become British and Commonwealth champion at the Copper Box July 6th?
I know I can become British and Commonwealth champion July the 6th. And yeah, Reece is always in good fights. You know, it's very fan-friendly, and I feel like this one's going to be the exact same as the rest.
And finally, for you, having experienced those, you know, good times and the, you know, the fight that many feel you won against Gomez and a lot of those small hall shows, we can expect 110% of your soul on July 6th. Going to give this everything in this fight.
It's you're going to see the best Levi Giles come July the 6th. The better the opponent, we've always said, then the better I'll be, and it don't get any better than this. So,
Reece, welcome. I can't believe that you are getting on now a little bit, but you don't look like you've aged from even your professional debut many, many years ago. What you've achieved has been quite incredible. 2-division Commonwealth champion, British champion as well. We know mandatory for the European title as well. Kind of, this is a fight where you're kind of defending your position within the sport now, defending your titles, a good, strong opponent, and looking forward to another dominant display in London again with all your mad Bellotti fans at the Copper Box.
Yeah, 100%, like you say. I might not look old, but the greys say otherwise, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's a fight I'm really looking forward to. Levi's a really good fighter. Watched the fight a couple of times with him and Gomez. Like you say, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. It depends what style you prefer. It's one of those sort of fights. But yeah, Levi's very good. He's going to bring a little bit different things that I've seen lately in my last two fights, which I'll have to adapt to on the night.
I know that the perception of you is that you just come out and have a war every time you fight, but if you watch up close, the improvements that you're making, I think that experience as well, that maturity, a little bit of a crafty fighter now, as well as someone who likes to stay in the pocket, but just improved massively as an all-round fighter.
Yeah, like you say, it was right at the start. I was blasting everyone out there, and you just get complacent with the style, and we had to sort of mix it up and change it and do other things. Obviously, I do have the ability to box and move. I won an ABA's titles, you know what I mean? So you don't win them by chance. So yeah, obviously you're seeing that aspect of my fighting a bit more now.
I know not looking past Levi, but you are mandatory for the European title. You win this fight, we'll be looking to make that fight. Then you become ranked in the top 15 in the world, and anything can happen. So mustn't slip up first up, July 6th.
No, like you say, anything can happen, and I'm massively going to prepare for Levi. I'm not looking past him in any way. So at the moment, my main focus is Levi. The European title is there, but it's not there unless I beat Levi.
Well, looking forward to a cracking fight. Reece Bellotti against Levi Giles, British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championship. And a great lineup up here. Some of our top young names and some big fights for everybody up here. Of course, Jimmy Sainz back in action. And Lady Buttigieg looking to become 5-0. Giorgio Visioli, one of the top prospects in the world right now. Maisy Rose in her first championship fight. John Hedges against Oakford, tremendous Southern Area title fight in the British and Commonwealth Championship. Reece Bellotti against Levi Giles. We're going to face everybody up here before we have the Savage and the Romford Ball to the stage. Thank you.